Big on fighting these days, but I don't call the cops. And I'm not big on scrapping lately. When I start, I don't stop. I just need one more person to hate me, talk that talk. One more problem might make me kill them all. I'm a heartbreaker, ass kicker. I'm a heart trigger, nasty words. I got 2 fingers, my ass kisser. I'm an asshole dirtbag, no good bastard.
Hi everybody, welcome to something I've never done before. I'm doing a second look on this plane. I don't think I gave it quite a fair shake yesterday in my first flight because it wasn't what I was looking for. Hello James, hello Fire Action Operator, hello 2PH I-17. Yeah, totally unplanned. I need to give the plane a fair shake because I didn't, and that's on me, because the developers have done a fantastic job. It's not what I was looking for, and I really wanted it to be a plane I use. It's got some absolutely amazing features, but you have to do your fuel loads and everything from here, and your balance from inside the plane. But here's the thing, this page right here is everything. You can go down here, go into advanced options, and shut off the wear and the failure rate so that stuff doesn't crap out on you. It does have a VR switch. I haven't played with that, or flat screen. It's got different speeds. Your elevator force you can turn down because it was going too crazy, or you can make it higher so it's more even across the board. So you're going for grocery shopping? Well, that's awesome. Hello, Mrs. TPHI. So there's a lot of stuff that I didn't do. You know, I should have. Well, I didn't know to look here for all this stuff. You can go with the original prop lever. You can shut off the 3-way gear switch. Was one of the things that was bugging me. Is this 3-way gear switch it had? I had to push my gear lever on the panel twice to get it to go up, or twice to go down. So that fixes that. It does remember these settings so that once I've done them I don't have to change them again. You can switch over to the more modern radios, put an original prop lever in it. So the aircraft itself, it is what they have done a phenomenal job. I don't want to say they didn't. It's not my bag of tricks for as far as wanting to do all that realism, but the fact that I can shut it off and then just use the plane is much more to my style. I mean, it's a great plane. It is. There's so much stuff they put into it, but being able to turn that off is a big plus. I'm not going to do a bunch of fancy stuff this morning. I'm just going to take it out and fly around now that everything's shut off. Like, it'll idle now without stalling, which it won't do when failures are on. The engine will overheat while you're talking or getting ready to start. The engine will shut itself down. And it no longer does that when you throw those switches. These still don't line up at all, but I don't expect them to, because now I know how they did it in the simulator. They don't use much of Microsoft stuff at all. They wrote a lot of their own. I mean, the sounds are down pat. The vibrations down the runway are really cool. The plane is a good plane. But you have to do all your settings for fuel, tip tanks, whatever you're planning on using, have to be done inside the tablet, not, yeah, But you have to do everything inside the tablet, not inside Microsoft in the flight sim, so that's where it differs. And I didn't realize that when I first flew it, so that'll be partly why there was issues with it, like with the balance and the trim. It's a quick plane, but of course Piper Comanches are quick little planes anyways. We're not going to fly our regular route. We're going to go right through the pass here. We're going to head over to Lake Clear, land someplace different. I'm good, Space Podcast. How are you today? Welcome. Yeah, it's an odd time. It's well, actually, I used to stream every Sunday morning at 10 o'clock. Used to be a regular stream time. But the I just didn't. I felt like after watching back my video, I felt like I didn't give the plane a fair shake. And Sean Dale sent me some information about where to turn things off and how to change some settings. So it is now much more of a not yet, but I'm thinking about putting Sunday mornings back on the schedule. Now this is just the first flight follow-up video because I felt like I left the other video blaming the airplane. And it's really a good airplane, and I didn't feel right doing that. You know, it just, I don't know, something just didn't feel right to me the way I left it. Because, like I said, Sean Dale sent me some settings and told me how to set a few things. And I flew it last night, and I loved it. You know, once I turned off some of those failures. So, the issues I had were me, not the plane. And I just wanted that out there. So I figured I'd do this little follow-up video. Tried. I did buy 2 new planes last night. I got the new Piper. Well, I got another Piper twin engine. I have the PA-44, but I think I got the PA-30, 32 or 34. I don't know. I got that today. Yeah, not quite the easy button, but there is a button in there that makes it easier. That turns off the damaged models, and it doesn't stall when you're sitting there anymore. But you do have to do all your configuring of the airplane for as far as weights and balances inside the plane. And it has its own turbo model where if you see it jump like that, where the plane stutters and jumps around, or not, it has its own turbulence model. And that's where the plane occasionally will skip or jump a little bit. There's nothing I can do about that, but it's really not noticeable that much. The wood prop, I haven't switched to it yet because I do like the variable velocity prop myself, but I will have to try the wood prop version. We're just going to run over here to Lake Clear and land it. Call it a day because like I said, I got 2 more planes to fly over the course of the next 2 days. And first flights, I want to get them out of the way while I have time. And the Coronado, the second Coronado Piper twin. The only one they don't have is the Apache, and that's one of the first planes I ever flew in with a Piper Apache. I didn't fly it, but I flew in it. One of the first planes I ever flew in was an Apache twin. So I really wanted to make this video. It's not going to be long, it's just to kind of, once you get those settings set, and then it becomes a plane for the casual player, not a plane for the, it becomes a casual player plane. You can make it into a casual player plane rather than just a full-blown, it's an all-or-nothing super realistic super sim plane. You can get past that, which is nice. I'm not going to switch planes right now. I'm going to have a full first flight on the Piper twin. That will be an entire First Light video either today or tomorrow. And then I got that $5 one of the kit boxes there. That one that's on sale for $5 right now. It's got a 4+ rating on it. This thing does have, like typical small single engine Pipers, does not want to slow down. That's always the thing with a lot of these smaller engines, especially when you're descending. But those little bump jumps, that's part of that's not the simulator, that's part of the plane's, got its own turbulence and bumping system in it. And it's always yelling because I had the engine pulled back too far without the gear down. This thing gained way more altitude than I thought it did just coming over here. I got the parallel too towards the kit. I didn't need another one, but hey, it was $5. And I love bush flying, so if it's any good. I wasn't gonna buy it, but then I saw the pictures skinning the tires on the lake. It's like, well, I'm there. We can live with that one. See if we can't use the rudder to get her slowed down a little bit here. Put the brakes on. Don't try this at home, kids. Actually, I found with a lot of them, it's a matter of going faster. So it skips more. And using the trim to bring you down closer to the water, not your stick. Actually use the trim to come down, and as soon as you hit the water, trim it back up to 1 notch. It seems to do rather well that way. But I will definitely try the flats. That's giving you more lift. I've always found when I go too slow, the wheels catch and I flip over. Oh, stutters, airport stutters. Why? I hope to God they fix the airport stutters in the next update. Yeah, well, no kidding. I've seen 6-8 foot waves out there in the ocean. 70-mile-an-hour wind. Flying in that hurricane the other day with 130-mile-an-hour winds. There were some serious waves out there. Yeah, let's get these barn doors down so we can get it slowed down. It's got great visibility. But it does like to go fast. Once I took some of that elevator authority out, it's much better. It doesn't do that massive pitch up at the end. So that's helpful. Oop, that was me. There we go. I still gotta adjust that elevator. Yeah, still gotta adjust the elevator a little bit. I didn't feel like I left that last flight quite right, so I had to fix it. 'Cause most of what the plane was doing wasn't the plane, it was me. Who's behind me? Ha! TPHI's and TNAV. Quick, turn. You want to go someplace neat? TPHI? You want to go? Follow me back. We'll take back off. We'll just turn around and take off. We got plenty of room. We'll put this thing through its paces. They're told by the FAA weeks ago they need 63 corrective actions before it can launch. That's what you're implied now saying. What are the 63 actions? Yeah, it was pretty much a joke. Almost all of the actions were completed prior to the report being made public. No, we'll go for a ride. I'll take you on a little Adirondack tour if you want. Is that no brakes gun? That's right, we won't land. Where we're going, we don't need brakes. Well, everybody's going to get treated to a little bit longer stream. You can blame TPHI for that. We're going to go play in my backyard. Get my crop trimmed out here. Oh, Mr. TPHI has been hooked for a while. All my pressure's into the greens. Alright, we're looking good. That's the hospital where my daughter was born. Come on now, I know that twin can keep up. I'm just about ready to get to 1,000. Holy shit. I got 9s. What did they say last night? 960 something? 970 something? On this one. Overall lifetime, who the hell knows? Right up here on this lake up here, you got the Rockefellers. Have the biggest state as the Rockefellers. The family still has the estate. There's some big money up in this part of the world, where they all vacation. Built giant camps. I was in for almost 6 months a while back, so all them hours I flew never counted. Yeah, that's why I never use it. Well, I'll never use it. I was going to use it so I could switch planes, mid-flight and stuff. And somebody said, "Oh, you get no hours." Like, nope. We're not using developer mode. Oh, where are you? Get down here. We're going to trim some trees. I think this thing will be fun on an IFR flight. Not really, because it's only got altitude hold and let's say it's got altitude hold and whoa, that freaked out. Out the hold and direction. Heading. That's what I was thinking for, I guess. God, TPHI, you got that twin engine. You can get that bugger up here at these speeds. You'll do 140 all day. Morning, William Kelly. Oh, my internet is being fun. Still head off now. So that's right. Thanks, James. Have a good day. Well, this wasn't a planned stream, like I said. We're done with the part I'd planned to do. Now we're just screwing around. Turned it into a let's go play in the mountains stream. But it was just, I felt like I left the first flight video wrong. After I flew this around last night and Sean told me settings to change, the aircraft flies so much better. Mark's place, that's why I buy a plane or anything in Sim. Like they charge different prices. Well, yeah, they do charge different prices because they make more from different places. Some places take 10% from the guy selling it. Some places take 20%. Some take more. Some take less. So they make more or less depending on where it's sold at. So they are different prices in other places, and then they're on sale some places in other too. So. Yes, I will, actually. Well, I did at the beginning, but I will do it again. It makes it from a... It makes it from... It turns it from a super study level, have to be a major pilot, walk around, flight sim plane, to a I want to jump in and fly it plane. Yeah, it turns it from a pro to a casual plane, and it's give me a minute to get through Avalanche Pass here, or Indian Pass. Avalanche is over there. We're gonna go up Avalanche Pass, but when you pull up your tablet, it's really easy to find. You go into find it. No, gotta find the right panel. Controls. Controls, and down here is advanced options. You turn on the advanced options, and down here you can shut off your wear rate and your failure rate, and you can adjust the elevator, the amount of elevator input, so it's not so nasty. So it's not so like, oh shit, all at once at the end. And you can change your ailerons. You can trim it all out from here, but you also have to do all your weights and balances of your aircraft from here. You can't do it in the main thing. This is Avalanche Lake Colton. So, but these are the two main settings when you pop those on, and then you adjust your elevator how you want it to go. And I had to shut off the 3 position 3-position landing gear because it made me have to push all my buttons twice. That was just kind of annoying. It's Lake Colton. This is called the Floodlands right here. Used to stay camp up here quite often in the summertime, come all the way up here and climb Algonquin, which is right there from the backside here. Come up and over. There's TPHI. You coming? Or did I lose him? Oh shit! Look up. Look where I'm going. Don't go into a dive in a plane inside of a mountain range. I think it's on that. Okay. Well, that made the plane fly much better. I know he is. I was trying not to die. We'll go through Indian Pass Ranch, or Indian Pass now. Go through Avalanche Pass. I was wrong. That was Avalanche. Yep. Almost did a whole farming sim thing. Cutting down trees with crop. Or not John Deere, John Denver, yeah. That's when he reached in the back to grab the fuel, I guess. Yeah, figured that's what it was. When my grandfather was younger, he cut a lot of these trails, and him and Red Smith used to come up in the mountains all the time, hiking and clearing trails and stuff like that. They had hid, this is Indian Pass, they had hid frying pans, cast iron frying pans, covered in grease behind tree stumps, behind rocks, all over the place in the mountains, so they didn't have to carry them in for lunch. As younger me used to try to go back in the woods and find them all. I think the only successful I ever found one. He'd tell me where it was and I'd go looking for it. I did find one. This is called Indian Pass. Still back there? Yeah, he's coming. Watch the speed. I have discovered you want to shut the turbulence off inside the tank. It's jittery. But other than that, it's become, you know, it's a better plane than a lot of what was wrong was me. So it does have some dumbed down settings. So that's a thing. And I'm glad I got that elevator thing fixed so it doesn't just all of a sudden yank and shoot straight at the sky. Dumbed down settings for a dumbed down pilot. You're damn right. I'm not in the. I'm in this thing to fly and have fun. I'm not in it to become a pilot. I'm not in it to spend all day prepping a plane to get ready to go out and fly. I'm in it to jump in the plane, fly around, and enjoy myself. This is the Last Chance Ranch. I used to work up here. A private chauffeur for the guy that owned it. Or is it? Some outfit just bought, where is it? Where is it? don't know if I can find it from here. The largest single privately owned tract of land inside the Adirondack Park. It's over 2,000 acres. He owns all the way up almost into Indian Pass. It's got 17 miles of private horse and ski trails. All total, 20 buildings. When you add in all the outbuildings and the horse stables and the indoor riding stables, once you add everything in, yes, it is. yes, that you got that right. It is very bad here in this area. Hey, if you all know anybody who's good at mod developing for scenery, hint, hint, hint. There, I was telling you they built houses right off the end of the runway last night. If anybody was there last night, these are the houses. It's like you built your house up on this hill, and then bitch that there's airplanes going over it. Up here in the mountains, it's easy. You can get many feet. Down where I live now is 1,000 feet lower, so it's a lot less. But we can still get it by the feet. You know, it's nothing to get 2 or 3 feet at once. Whoa, that was me not paying attention. Try again. Reset. Land where we're supposed to land. I'm still not. This one fights me on landing, and I'm not sure why. I gotta figure out what I'm doing wrong on the landings on this one. But, if you know of anybody who's good at modding, see these 2 cell towers? They're exactly the right height, but those are ski jumps. They have cell towers on top of them, but they're big, tall buildings with ski jump ramps on them. So if you know anybody's good at modding, and these big buildings aren't here. You lose TPHI? Where'd he go? There he is. Park and brakes work pretty good to stop you. I know. You can't, but if you know of anybody, there's a lot of stuff. If you know of anybody who's really good at actually making the models, this would be a cool place because you've got 2 ski jumps, you got an Olympic arena up here on the hill. You've got a bob run over here, a bobsled run, all kinds of shit that would be neat to have fully modeled into the sim. They did finally fix the airport. Got the airport fixed. They fixed a lot of this because a lot of what they had giant buildings over here was temporary tents. That's a tiny building. And you can put the Olympic torch in right here. Needs the Olympic torch from 1980. The Olympics is still there. Needs to be put back there. This is KLKP, Lake Placid, New York. So this is my second look at the plane. I didn't want to leave it where I'd left it. I know I'm not going to park in the right spot, but that's okay. I felt like I left it not right in the right place because the plane wasn't the issue. It was more me trying to figure the plane out. And there are settings that can dumb it down to where it's I get in it in fly plane. And the good thing is it does remember all the settings you do, so you don't have to do it every time you get back in the plane. So that's handy. And other than that, yeah, it's a good plane. Yeah, but just remember you have to do everything from inside the tablet, but it remembers everything. The last time out, I did the Coronado Bridge in San Diego. There's just some neat stuff you can put in here. That's all. But you have to model it. Because you just can't go out and pick the generic model for a ski jump, because I'm sure they don't have one. So, thanks everybody for coming out and hanging out for this short flight. Much appreciated. It is a good plane. Nope, what? Oh, you mean no? Yeah, you can't just go grab a generic model for a ski jump. But thanks, TPHI, for flying along. A little bit of fun this morning. Till next time, guys. There'll be one probably this afternoon, one sometime tomorrow. I don't know when. I got a crazy couple busy days. I got to get the house ready for the appraiser and all that shit going on. So, and doctor's visits. So at some point, we'll get it all squared away. And thanks, everybody. I just felt like I had to revisit this one. I know it's not something I normally do, but I just felt I had to. So it's a better plane than I felt like I gave it credit for yesterday. So on that note, guys, take care. We'll see you all in the next one. Have a good day.